Hi, this is Maggie Weldon from Maggie's Crochet, Needlework and Crafts, and we are sponsoring these videos on YouTube, and this is a free pattern that's available for download at bestfreecrochet.com. The number is 215 and it's called Diagonal Stripes Dishcloth. So this is part 2, and then you'll want to watch part 1. And in part 1 I showed you the increasing rows of this pattern stitch. This is the Diagonal Stripes dishcloth, and it starts from the corner here, and it keeps increasing out until you get the size that you want. And then at some point here you need to start coming back and decreasing. So that's the rows. I'm going to show you the decreasing rows up here. This is a wonderful stitch. You could use this for like this for Afghan squares. You could do like a huge square Afghan. Once you learn the rows, they're kind of fun. This pattern does have a lot of color changes. It's good for using up scrap yarn, but you can see all the ends that I've had to cut off here. So these need to be sewn in, and so if you don't like sewing in ends, this is not a really good pattern for you, but it's beautiful the way this turns out. So now I'm ready to show you how to start decreasing, and that'll bring this back into a square shape. So like I showed you in part 1, when you change colors at the end of the row, you work your last double crochet stitch until you have 2 loops remaining on your hook, and then you bring on the new color on your hook. There's a slip knot here, and you draw that, you finish your double crochet by drawing through the new color through the last 2 loops, and then you chain 3 and turn, and instead of working a block here like you did before, you're just going right over to the first chain 4 here on the side of that block, the chain 4 space. So you're going to work a single crochet into there, and you're going to chain 3, and then you're going to work 3 double crochets around that same chain 3 there. So then I've got my 3 double crochets worked around the chain. I'm using a bigger hook, so yours will probably be tighter than this. But here you can see, instead of increasing a block here, this made it go straight. And then I've got my next chain 4 space, and I single crochet in that, chain 3 and 3 doubles into the same space. My yarn keeps sliding over here. Okay, then the next chain 4 space, same thing. 1, 2, 3. And each row will be decreasing 1 block. So that I worked around that chain on the side. So right here, remember where you chain 4, right? Chain 3 right here. That's what I'm working into, that space. So I'm going to do a single, chain 3 and 3 doubles into that. Okay, then my last one, I am going to work a single crochet. So see here I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So in the end, all you do at the end is work a single crochet in the turning chain. So I need to work the single crochet until there's 2 loops left on my hook here, and then I need to bring in the next color. I have a slip knot of my next color, and I'm going to complete the single crochet with the new color like that. And then with that you chain 3, and then you turn like the page of a book, and you single crochet in the first space right here. And then you chain 3 and you work 3 doubles in that same around that same chain 3 loop. Okay, got my first block done. Go into the next chain 3 space with a single crochet, chain 3, and there I've got 2 blocks completed. And then I'm going to go into the next chain 3 space with a single crochet, chain 3, and then I'm going to do 3 doubles to create my next block. Oh, this yarn. Okay. Okay, I'm going into the next loop, chain 3, 3 doubles in the same space. It's really easy once you get the hang of this. Okay, then in the last one, you go, oh, I guess I'm done here. Well, let me see, I gotta figure this out. You single crochet in your turning chain. So I'm just gonna single crochet right here, just like that. And I've gotta leave the last 2 loops on my hook like this. And if you notice now, before I had 4, and now I've still got 4. I know what I did wrong. Okay, I'm going to leave this in the video so you see what I did wrong. I followed the pattern correctly. I had a single crochet here. I chained 3. I did a single here. I did a chain 3 and 3 into the blocks. I'm supposed to have 1 less each time, so when I got down to the end, I realized I had the same number of blocks as the previous row, so I knew I did something wrong. And what I did wrong here was at the end, I shouldn't have created that last block right here. So I'm just going to pull that out, and there isn't a block on the last chain thing here, that chain 3 space. There's no block there. So that way I have the 3. I know it seems kind of odd to me working it like this, but you can definitely see how it's starting to square itself off here. So it's really, I love the way this works. I think it's fun. Okay, so what I needed to do here was stop at the last chain 3 space with just a single crochet and not create the last block that I just did. Okay, so I think it's good that I left that in there. Okay, so now I need the new color, slip knot, and the last single crochet. I'm leaving the last 2 loops on the hook. I'm bringing my new color through those 2 loops on the hook. And then I'm going to chain 3 turn, right like this, turn like the page of a book. I'm going into that chain 3 space, and I'm going to work a single crochet, chain 3, and do a block of 3 double crochets like this, and then I'm going to go in here with a single, chain 3 with a 3 double crochets in there, and in this one I had 3 on my last row, so now I know I'll be finished at 2. So the last chain 3 space here, I'm just going to single crochet in there, but I'm not going to complete my single. I need to bring the new color through. So I'm going to go with the pink again. I have a slip knot of pink. I'm going to finish that single crochet with the new color. So I'm going to slide that slip knot on my hook. I'm going to draw through the last 2 loops on my hook, and that finished the single with the new color. Then with the new color, I'm going to chain 3 and turn, and I'm going to go into, see those 2 spaces I have? So I'm going to go here with a single crochet, chain 3, and 3 doubles. I only have 1 block on this row. This is really, really a cute pattern. Okay, so then my last stitch is going to be a single crochet right there. Look at that. So it came out to a perfect square now. I love this thing. Look at that. So then on the last one, when you get done with that single crochet, I would just see that my last single's there. I don't have to change a color. I can bring that through to finish off. I'm going to chain. I'm going to pull the back strand like this, and then I always snip. I have it go up here and back here, and I snip in the back like that. And it's probably about a 5 or 6 inch end I leave. And then I'm going to go back and cut all the other ends here. It's a lot of ends. Okay, so there I have that. So in the pattern, it tells you to work a single crochet around the outside edge. It says with right side facing, join gold with a single crochet to any stitch. Single crochet evenly around, working 3 single crochets in each corner. So what I would do, I'm going to use, I guess I'll use white. Maybe you want to use a darker color to hide the ends. Okay. Right here, you are going to, okay, it says to join in any, I would say join in any corner. And then you're going to, I'm going to join in a corner chain space like this. And I'm just going to work 3 single crochets. And then I'm going to work singles. I've got some doubles here. Evenly spaced just means to single crochet across and just make sure it doesn't buckle and it doesn't pull in. So usually about 2 singles across a chain 3 space is what you need to cover that up. So right here is where I finished off. So I'm just going to work into that chain again. And I'm going to work a single. I've got a strand here, so I'm just going to work over that. And then I've got a single crochet stitch coming up, so I'll work a single in that. And then I've got a chain space again, so I'm just going to work over the chain space and over that end. And now I'm coming up on 2 ends. Actually 3. So I am going to go over all of that, and there's a single crochet stitch there, so I'm going to go in that. And now I'm carrying 3 colors. So, and I'm at a chain, so I am going to work over all of that. And then, see, I've got a white strand back here, I've got these 2, and I've got a single crochet stitch right here. So I'm going to go in there, and then I'm going to work 2 singles around the whole wad here. And then I'm in a corner, so I'll put 3 in the corner. So the first color I picked up down here was the yellow. So the yellow has been covered over all this way, and then the white has been carried from here over, and then the green I just picked up, so I'm not going to cut the green. But at this point, I'm going to pull the pink, make sure it's snug in there, and I'm going to cut that one because I can't carry them all at one time. So I'm going to take the pink out, and then the yellow I think has been carried enough, and then I'm going to pull that snug, and I'm going to snip that one. But the other ones, I think they need to stay on board a little bit longer. Maybe I can cut the white one. Okay, so now I'm only carrying green, but there's all these other colors will be picked up too. Okay, so I'm in the corner, so I'm just going to go into, there's a little like a chain there, so I'm just going to go in that and work 3 single crochets. And if you want this to be really even, you need to count between the corners and figure out how many stitches, how many single crochets you worked here, and then work the same amount on each side. So this would make a really cute coaster. Look at that. I love it. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I did 3. So now I'm still going to be working over the green. And I am going to, I've got a double crochet here. So I'm going to work 2 singles in the side of that. And then I have a, I don't know, if I go on to the next double crochet, it's not going to be enough stitches. So I'm going to go right here in this little stitch, and then right here. Now I'm picking up pink. And some of these ends, they need to be pulled tight. The other option is to just take a needle and thread all these ends and then sew them in. But I don't think too many people want to do that. So I'm going to put 3 here, and then I'm going to put 1 here. It's just, you know, just watch how it's turning out. And then you might want to pull back a little bit and put another stitch in here. And you could kind of judge on your halfway point. Look at what your halfway point is and see if you have the same amount of stitches halfway through that you did over here. But that's how you do it. And then you go around 3 on each corner. You'd have the same number on each side. And then when you come back here, you just join with a slip stitch to the first single. And that's how you create your dishcloth. And that's that. So that's pattern number 215, and that's available at bestfreecrochet.com. And this was sponsored by Maggie's Crochet, and we'd appreciate it very much if you'd shop with us for all of your needlecraft supplies, because we're expanding into knitting and other needlecrafts and tatting. We've got some tatting on there, and we're going to bring on more yarns too. So, and be sure to join our YouTube channel, and you'll be notified when new videos come out. And if you have any comments, suggestions, we'd love to hear from you. And this this lesson came about from a customer who was having a hard time with this design. So I hope that I've helped her, and I've actually helped myself, because I figured out how to do this stitch, and I absolutely love this stitch. I think it's great. So thank you very much for watching. This is Maggie from Maggie's Crochet Needlework and Crafts, which is maggiescrochet.com. Thank you.